Good morning. How are you?
Hi, Peggy. I see you there. Hello.
Hi, too much company to escape today, so I'm blocking them out and using,
Good for you.
oh my God, they can't leave fast enough.
Well, at least you're able to take or
Yeah,
sneak away.
I am taking my refuge.
Good.
Good,
Well,
good to see
wonderful.
you.
Well, hopefully maybe next week I'll see you in person.
That would be great.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and mute. All right. So many things to between that and then, okay, now I gotta put the do not disturb on.
Yeah. That's good.
What? Oh, look, we might have 14. When you were in California. It was a big class, yeah. Yeah, you're right. We're moving now. Yeah. So it's great. And then we've got 3 online joining. Hi, Deb. Hi, Jackie. 2 blocks if you have them. Spotlight. All right. All right. So did everybody, keep up with their yoga every day over the holiday? I'm kidding. So happy belated Thanksgiving to everyone. Let's find a comfortable seat to start. I'm seeing some other familiar faces return. Welcome back. In the corner. Remind me of your name. Karen, that's right. So, and online we've got 4. So wonderful. So yeah, I hope everyone had a very nice holiday. And since we weren't together last week leading in, we'll observe it a little bit in today's class. We'll also spend a little extra time at the end. I was thinking that each class I'll take a pose and give you a little bit instruction for it within the class. So today will be Shavasana. Because who doesn't need a little extra rest after the holiday? So we'll go into Shavasana a little earlier than we normally do, but then I'll do a real detailed, Sue's jamming back there. We'll do a more detailed instruction on how to properly align in Shavasana, because it's hard, right? It's hard to be still. And sometimes though, with alignment cues, alignment tips for it, it might help you to find that stillness. So, but let's start in this comfortable seat and sitting up nice and tall. Find a nice tall spine. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale and exhale it fully out. Another full deep inhale. This time, exhale it out through the mouth. Just feel your shoulders drop away from your ears. On this breath, on your inhale, imagine lengthening your spine, sitting up even taller. sharing a poem by Jack Kornfield, a meditation on gratitude and joy. So just come to where you're breathing naturally, and with each inhale and exhale, just listening to the words, but really trying to focus on your breath. With gratitude, I remember the people, animals, plants, insects, creatures of the sky and sea, air and water, fire and earth, all whose joyful exertion blesses my life every day. With gratitude, I remember the care and labor of 1,000 generations of elders and ancestors who came before me. I offer my gratitude for the safety and well-being I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the blessing of this earth I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the measure of health I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the family and friends I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the community I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the teachings and lessons I have been given. I offer my gratitude for the life I have been given. Just as we are grateful for our blessings, so we can be grateful for the blessings of others. So bring your hands to your heart center and form an intention this morning of gratitude. So just maybe letting images and thoughts of this past week, however you spent the holiday, honoring the true meaning of Thanksgiving, and for those who maybe did not grow up with Thanksgiving, and just draw something from your life that you feel grateful for. And then just as the words in the poem say, offer that gratitude out to whoever comes into your mind. And then extend that circle out to all beings everywhere. And then opening with the sound of Om, take a full inhale and exhale it fully out. And then we'll inhale together and chant on the exhale. So inhale. Flicker the eyes open, let your hands come to rest on your knees, and then switch that direction of your legs. So put the awkward leg in front. So we'll be here for another few minutes doing a form of pranayama, breathing technique called alternate nostril breathing. So flip your left palm up and then place the tip of your index finger to the tip of your thumb, letting the third, fourth, fifth fingers just extend, and then rest the back of the palm on your left knee. With your right hand, you'll take your index finger and middle finger, gently rest those fingers in between your eyebrows, that third eye. And then using your thumb and your ring finger, we'll start by inhaling through the left nostril. As we do that, press your thumb gently against the right nostril. So take an inhale. Close the left nostril, hold the breath. Exhale, let the right nostril go and exhale through the right. Does everybody understand that? Yeah? Okay, good. So closing the eyes, take a full, let both nostrils open and take a full inhale. Exhale it out. Now close the right. Inhale through left, 2, 3, 4. Close the left, hold, 2, 3, 4. Let the right go. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the right, 2, 3, 4, close both, 2, 3, 4, let their left go, exhale left, 2, 3, 4, inhale left, 2, 3, 4, close both and hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale right, 2, 3, 4, inhale right, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale left, 2, 3, 4, inhale left, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale right, 2, 3, 4, inhale right, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale left, 2, 3, 4. Let that right hand go down to the knee. Inhale through both nostrils. And exhale through both nostrils. And then just come back to a normal breath. Breathing in and breathing out through your nose. One more full inhale. And exhale. And then open your eyes slowly and just take a moment to feel any effects from that pranayama. Alternate nostril breathings meant to help balance your left and right sides of your brain. So the other postures we're going to work on today, in addition to helping to balance the sides, is helping digestion. Thought that would help after last week as well. So take a full inhale, lift the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, and inhale as you lengthen and breathe. So feeling the shoulders drop away from the ears while lengthening through the arms. One more inhale. On your exhale, lower the arms, shoulder height, flex the hands and press through the palms. Feeling that stretch in the arms, but also across the heart space. So lower the shoulders away from the ears as you lengthen. One more full inhale. And exhale, lower the arms and start to press into the right arm. So right palm down. See how low you can get the forearm, and then take the left arm up for a side bend on that left side. But keep the sit bones grounded. So if your sit bone is coming off the mat, then come ease out a little bit. And then think about lengthening. So press that left sit bone down even more. There you go. Nice, Robin. And feel that lengthening. Steve, see if you can straighten the arm a little bit more, right? And lengthen. So lengthening through those fingertips. One more full inhale, stretching those oblique muscles, opening up some space in the rib cage, and then we'll take it to the other side. So first get the palm secure, spread the fingers. See if you can then bend the elbow. And again, only go as deep as what your sit bones will allow. So now press into the right sit bone to help lengthen that right side. So right arm straightening, feel the release in the shoulder, the energy out through the fingertips, and really breathing space. See if you can turn your palm to face the floor if it's not already. and come back through center. Inhale, take the arms overhead, and now we'll do a side bend, a twist. So twist to the right, dropping the arms slowly. Right hand behind the back, left hand gently pressing against the knee, and think about lengthening here. Think about the twist coming from the upper body, so from the navel up. And if it's comfortable, looking over that right shoulder, not straining the neck, just allowing the head to twist to where it's comfortable for the neck. Another full inhale and exhale, and then inhale, bring the arms up through center and over to the left. Keeping the sit bones grounded, hip points facing forward. Breathing in and breathing out, in lengthening on the inhale. Maybe moving into the twist a little deeper on the exhale. Another full inhale and exhale. And then inhale the arms back up overhead, rock forward, coming to tabletop, hands and knees. So finding alignment here, the tops of the feet are on the mat. Spread the fingers and make a straight line, shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Draw the navel in, find a neutral spine, and then inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the crown of your head for cow pose. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow, opening up across the chest. Exhale into cat. With each inhale and exhale, think about massaging the spine. Think about keeping the muscles in the abdomen engaged. Another full inhale and exhale. And then come back to a neutral spine. Draw the navel in. This time we're going to hold each cow and cat for 4 counts. So inhale, tilting the tailbone up, lifting the crown, and holding here as you breathe. Inhale and exhale. So this is first pose that is focusing on lengthening the spine, also engaging the abdominal muscles. So this pose helps digestion because it's engaging those muscles and lengthening the spine and creating some space for our digestive system. And now exhale, on your exhale, move into cat. And we'll hold cat for 4 breaths. Inhale, exhale. So it's improving circulation and massaging those organs in our digestive tract. One more full inhale and exhale back to tabletop. And then take the knees as wide as your mat and bring your toes to touch. And then press your seat back to your heels for child's pose. Arms are out in front of you. Relax the elbows. Just surrender here. Letting the forehead rest on the mat. Breathing in and out, finding the areas of the body that are tight and need a little bit of extra space. And then inhale back to tabletop. So we're going to move through a mini vinyasa here. So on the inhale, bring your seat back to your heels, arms stretched out, and then lift up, arms overhead, coming to be on your knees. And then come to tabletop. Hug the elbows in, bending them, and lower knees, chest, chin, and then inhale, slide forward onto the belly. Setting up for a little mini cobra. So press into the tops of your feet so the kneecaps lift off the mat. Hug the elbows in so you're bringing the shoulders away from the ears. And then inhale, lift the upper body. Keep the gaze looking at your mat. And then exhale, lower down. Push your seat back to your heels. Lift up onto your knees. Sweep the arms overhead. And then exhale into child's pose. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale, bend the elbows, hug them in, lowering your chest and chin down. Sit bones sticking up. Inhale, slide forward. Then press the tops of the feet into the mat. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other and down the back and lift up into a baby cobra. And exhale, lower down. Push your seat back to your heels, arms fully extended, lower the forehead toward the mat. And then inhale, come up on your knees, sweep the arms overhead, palms touch. And exhale, child's pose. Full inhale and exhale. Inhale to tabletop. Coming into knees, chest, chin. Bend the elbows, hug them in as you lower chest and chin. Inhale, slide forward onto the belly, pressing up into a little baby cobra. Exhale, lower down, and then push your seat back to your heels, arms fully extended, and on an inhale, lift up on your knees, sweep the arms overhead, palms touch, and then exhale, child's pose, full breath. Inhale, and exhale it out. Inhale to tabletop. And then extend one leg back and then the other, coming on your toes, coming to plank pose. Full breath here. Feel that engagement in your lower abdominal area. Feel the strength in your arms. Another full inhale. On your exhale, begin to lift the hips up to the ceiling, pressing the chest back toward the legs. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Pedal out your downward dog, taking one heel down and bending the knee of the alternate leg. Maybe float forward to plank again and then back to downward dog. So all meeting in downward dog, and then find stillness. See what micro adjustments you can make. Don't let that move too much. Just pressing, and lifting up. Your heels don't have to touch the mat. It can be a little lifted. And then everybody put a bend in your knees. And now come up on your toes, lift your heels up, feel your hips lift toward the ceiling, and now straighten the legs a little bit more. Feel the difference? Nice. So do that one more time. Bend the knees a lot, don't lift your head, keep your head between the arms, and then lift your heels. And now straighten the legs, let the heels drop down toward the mat. And then look between your hands, walk one footprint at a time up to the top of your mat. Inhale to a half lift. So bring your fingertips just below your knees so that you're creating a flat back. Draw the navel in. So finding a flat back here, you're looking for length in your spine. So lift it a little bit more. Draw the belly in. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Feel that lengthening. So you want to lengthen from the tailbone out through the crown of the head. Let's lift up a little bit more. Lift it out. So feel that lengthening. And then moving into our forward fold, if your hands don't naturally meet the floor, place 2 blocks under your hands. Begin to fold. You can put a little bend in your knees. Think about letting the head hang heavy. Maybe shake the head yes and no. Forward fold. Stretching our hamstrings. Breathing into the low back. Put a deep bend in your knees and begin to roll up to standing. Take 2 breaths to do it. Roll the shoulders up by the ears, draw them back, open the palms to the front of the room, rock back and forth, spread your toes. Feel the 2 points in the balls of your feet, the 2 points in your heels. And then come to stillness and press into those 4 points. So part of yoga, part of every single pose, there's a rooting down. There's a connection that we're making with the earth. We're finding our seat in each pose. So in standing poses, it's through our feet. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Exhale, hinge, lead with the heart, tilt the tailbone. You'll find more length in your spine coming into forward fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands, step both feet back to plank. Take a full inhale. On your exhale, lower your knees down, hug your elbows in, lower chin and chest. Inhale, slide forward onto the belly, press into the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift to cobra. Exhale, lower down, tuck your toes under, push your seat back to your heels, and then lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Full inhale and exhale. Inhale the right leg up for 3-legged dog. Level out the hips, point the toes to the mat, press through the right heel, feel that lengthening. Now come up on your left toes, lift that right leg a little bit higher, bend the right knee and lift that right knee up, opening up that hip. Maybe kick yourself in the butt a couple times. And then lower that right leg down. Other side, inhale, left leg up. First start with leveling the hips. What helps is to turn the toes to the mat. Press through that left heel. Now come up on the right toes, lifting that right heel, and then lift that left leg a little bit higher. Bend the left knee. Lift the left knee up so you're opening up that hip. And then lower that left foot down. Look between your hands, walk 1 footprint at a time up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lifting up halfway, and exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, press into the feet as you lift, sweeping the arms around and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause here. Take a full inhale. And exhale, lower the arms, coming to Tadasana. Look down, just make sure that your feet are shoulder distant or hip distance apart. You don't want them too wide. When you look down, there's a little bit of space between the toes and the outer edge of your feet line up with the outer hips. Inhale, sweeping arms overhead. Exhale, lower down, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, grab your blocks. So have your blocks, place them on either side of your feet. Bend your knees, take the right leg all the way back. So see, fully extended. Hands on the blocks. See the difference? With using the blocks, you're able to open up across the heart in this low lunge instead of rounding and struggling to find that extension. One more full breath, inhale. Exhale, lower that right knee down, uncurl the toe, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands down to heart center, twist to the left. So twisting to the left, you can stay here, or you can then have that right elbow come toward the left knee. If you're doing that, draw the hips to the midline. Try not to have that left knee go in toward center too much. It wants to point straight in line with the toes. So all twists help our digestive system. We constrict, and then on the release, come back to center. When we do that, it releases toxins out of the body. Take the arms overhead. Staying here in Anjaneyasana. Inhale, lengthen through the arms. Turn the pinkies toward each other to get a little rotation in the arms. Inhale, lift a little higher. And then exhale, hands down to the blocks. Tuck the right toes under, lift back to low lunge, and then take that right foot in about a foot. Straighten both legs. If you need to turn the blocks to a higher height, lifting up like this, or middle, or maybe to the lowest, and then surrendering over that left leg. So pyramid pose, both legs are straight. Maybe a little micro bend in the knees so that you're not locking them out. Draw that right hip forward a little bit, left hip back. And then put a little bend in the left knee, step the right foot forward, straighten the legs, come into forward fold. And then inhale, sweeping the arms overhead, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Other side, inhale, sweeping the arms overhead. Exhale, lower to forward fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway. And then exhale, bend the knees. Blocks are on either side of the feet. Take the left leg all the way back. So find your low lunge. So left heel is lifted, beautiful. Feel that extension and also feel the rooting down through the right foot. Your knee is not going past the toes. The knee is in line with the ankle. One more full inhale, and then exhale, lower the left knee down, uncurl the toes. Sweep the arms overhead, right down to heart center, twist to the right. So again, you can stay here without hooking that elbow and just focus on the twist coming from the navel up. If you're hooking the elbow, try pressing palm into palm to help open up the right chest. Maybe the gaze is to the right elbow. One more full breath, inhale. And then exhale to center, take the arms up. So finding balance here, finding steadiness, finding your breath. Relax the shoulders, but lengthen the arms, turn the pinkies toward each other. Feel that rotation in the arms to help the shoulders relax. Exhale, hands down to the blocks. Tuck the left toes under, lift up, and then step that left foot in about a foot, straightening both legs, pyramid pose. You can lift up to the blocks being at the highest height. If you're doing that, remember to engage your abdominal area. If you're surrendering over that right leg, think about lengthening the spine. So we're finding our edge, our own personal edge in yoga, in our practice. Not the edge of our neighbors, but our own edge. And then bending the right knee, step that left foot forward, bend the knees and roll up to standing. Inhale, take the arms overhead, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause here, close your eyes and recall your intention. Bring in gratitude into your practice. Flip the arms down alongside Tadasana. Inhale, one more sun salutation, taking the arms overhead. Exhale, come into your forward fold. Move the blocks out of the way. Have your fingertips facing your feet. Fingertips just touching the mat. And now bend your knees. Take your seat back, coming into chair pose. Inhale, the arms up by the ears. Take a full inhale and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, step both feet back to plank pose. And then exhale, lower your knees. Hug the elbows in, lower chest and chin down, slide forward onto the belly. Inhale, lifting up to cobra. Exhale, lower down, tuck your toes under. Push your seat back to your heels, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged dog. And then bring that knee into your chest. Move it to your chin. Step that right foot forward. Drop the left heel down, turning the left toes in at a 45-degree angle, and then lift up to warrior one. So right knee bending toward a 90-degree angle, drop the left heel. There you go. Bring your hands to your hips for a moment and feel your hips facing forward. So if you need a little help, use your hands to move your hips where they square forward, and then take the arms back up. Warrior one. Take a full inhale. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Pivot that back foot and then step the right foot back so you're in plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide onto the belly, pressing up into cobra. And then exhale, tuck your toes under, push your seat to your heels, downward dog. So other side, inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Draw that left knee into your chest, step it forward. Drop the right heel down. So get yourself rooted. Left knee bending, lift the arms up, warrior one. So take a moment to adjust your hips, make sure they're squared. And then when you feel rooted, take the arms up, beautiful. Left knee bending maybe just a little bit more. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Take that left foot back, plank pose, lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide forward onto the belly, pressing up into cobra. And then exhale, tuck your toes under, push your seat back to your heels, lift up into downward dog. Last downward dog of the practice, we're gonna hold it for 5 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out 1. Breathe in, breathe out 2. Press into your thumbs, index fingers, and the tips of your 3rd, 4th, 5th fingers. Feel the head. Let go of any strain in the neck, and the head is just resting between the arms. 1 more full breath, inhale. And then exhale, look between your hands, either lightly hop or step your feet up to the top of your mat. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, and now bend your knees for chair pose. Fingertips to the mat, facing your feet. Take your seat back. Inhale, lift the arms up. Take a full breath. Inhale, and then exhale, straighten the legs. Take the arms up, maybe arch back just a little bit. And then hands to heart center. Tadasana. Take a moment, close your eyes. Take a full inhale. And exhale it out, nice. Coming into tree pose. If you like to balance on the wood, go ahead and move off your mat. If you like to use the wall, go ahead and move to the wall for support. And then to start, you want to find a drishti. So find a point in front of you that's not moving, that you can focus your gaze on. Start to put weight in your left foot. Lift your right foot, turn the knee out. You can have your toe resting on the floor, heel to the inside of your left foot. You can slide the foot up to your calf, or you can take the foot to the inside of your thigh. Once you get your foot position, bring your hands to heart center. And then when you're ready to grow the branches of your tree, lifting the arms up. Draw in patience and gratitude. Root down through that left foot, just like the strong trunk of a tree. Beautiful. And then hug that right knee into your chest. Rotate the ankle a few times, one direction, and then the other direction to help prep for that side. So root down through the right. Find your drishti and take that left foot just a little bit off the floor so that your weight is in the right foot. And now turn that knee out and match what you did on the other side. So wherever the right foot was, do that with the left foot. Hands to heart center to start. Grow the branches of your tree. If you feel your rib cage sticking out forward, try and draw it in. Relax the shoulders. Hands back to heart center. Hug that left knee in, rotate the ankle a few times. Beautiful, everyone. And then coming back to the tops of our mat. Find Tadasana. So root down through your feet right now and close your eyes. See if it feels any different. Feel if maybe there's more balance equally. We all favor one side of our body. doing these balance poses help to even that out. And open the eyes, float the arms overhead. Exhale, coming into forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and take both feet back. So we're gonna lower down. If you want to do knees, chest, chin, you can, or lower chaturanga, where you're hugging the elbows in, lowering slowly, bringing the body all the way down to the mat. And then setting up for Shalabhasana. So take the arms alongside the body, forehead to the mat. Bring the toes to touch. Lengthen through the legs. So we're not even lifting up yet. I just want you to lengthen out through the toes. And now lengthen your tailbone. So feel a slight tucking where you're tilting the pubic bone toward the mat. And now on an inhale, begin to lift the legs, lift the upper body, lifting the arms, drawing the shoulder blades toward each other and down the back. Beautiful, everyone. Gaze is looking just ahead of your mat so that your neck is an extension of your spine. You don't want to crank too hard on the neck here. Beautiful. Lower down on your exhale, turn one cheek to the mat. So Shalabhasana, and we'll do it one more time and then do bow pose, which is Dhanurasana. It helps our digestive system because we're massaging as we press into the belly, we're massaging our digestive system, alleviating any cramping, constipation. Bring the forehead back to center, toes to touch, lengthen. On your inhale, lift everything up. So maybe with this one, maybe the legs can lift a little higher. Maybe you can get an extra set of ribs off the mat. Beautiful. And lower down on your exhale. Turn the opposite cheek to the mat. So for Dhanurasana, bend the knees. You want to try and keep your knees toward each other. So right where you are right now. So now try and bring your heels a little closer to your butt. Now reach back one hand and then the other to wrap your hands around your ankles. If your knees are flaring out, or if this is uncomfortable for your knees in any way, just do another Shalabhasana with the legs straight. And then on an inhale, as you lift up, you want to press your feet into your hands. So Robin, move your hands down toward your ankles a little bit more. So try and flex your feet. So it kind of looks like this. So that when you press, you're pressing the ankle into the hand, and that helps to open up the chest. So yeah, try and flex the feet. You can flex the field or neck. Feel that openness. Again, if it's not working for you, just take another Shalabhasana. Beautiful. And lower down. Keep the knees bent. Windshield wiper the legs from side to side. And relax, roll on to the back. So taking the knees into the chest. So as you draw the knees into your chest, don't draw them in so much that your tailbone lifts off the mat. Keep that sacrum area, the low part of your back, grounded. Have the knees hip distance apart. And breathe. So just this simple knees to chest. So find stillness and be aware of your breath. Make your breath as full as you can. So this simple knees to chest massages our large intestine and promotes bowel movement. So just doing this for a few minutes, especially before bedtime, might give you a more restful sleep. So now extend the left leg onto the mat. Keep the right knee hugged in. So let that left leg come all the way down. Draw that right knee in a little bit more. Believe it or not, I read somewhere this is called half gas pose. It has a fancier Sanskrit name. And now we're going to take a supine spinal twist, which is also wonderful for digestion. So begin to guide that right knee over the left. Let your left leg just rotate and roll as you bring that right knee down toward, keeping it hugged in. Yep, you can keep the left hand on top of the knee. You can place a block underneath that right knee if you want. Take that right arm, extend it out from the shoulder, palm face up. See if you can have both shoulders resting on the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more full inhale and exhale. And then bring that right knee to center. Hug the left one in, so bring both knees to chest. And then extend that right leg out, keeping the left knee drawn in. Take a couple breaths here before we move into the twist. So now start to guide that left knee across the body. Let the right leg just roll. Have that right hand maybe resting on top of that left knee. Left arm, try and extend it out from the shoulder. Try scooping that left shoulder blade under a little to help it ease into place. And then guide that left knee back up, draw the right knee in, give yourself a hug. And now moving into our Shavasana pose. So listening to my verbal cues, we're going to take our time. So extend both legs out. Extend both legs out, and now lift your head and look for symmetry in your body. So sometimes maybe one hip is shifted versus the other. So find a straight line. And now stretch through your heels, lengthening down from your hip joints. So flexing the feet and pressing through the heels. Feel the lengthening down from your hip joints. Take a full inhale and exhale. And if you haven't separated the legs, part them so the feet are shoulder distance. So that takes your feet a little wider than your hips. Allow your inner thighs to roll out to the side so your hip joints can relax. So now pick up your tailbone off the mat and lengthen it away from your head, helping to elongate your lower back. And so your lumbar, the lumbar part of your spine, can be flat or natural. Press your arms, the backs of your arms. So turn your palms to face up and press into the backs of the arms to lift the chest and glide your shoulder blades down, broadening your mid-back. Arms are moving away from the body about a 45-degree angle. And again, palms face up. By turning the palms to face up, it helps the shoulders relax. And if it doesn't feel like it's already lengthening, focus on the back of your neck and lengthen it. And now turn your attention to your breath. And be fully aware of your inhales and your exhales. Visualize lifting your consciousness and expanding your awareness. We want our energy to flow inwards and upwards. Find that each breath is slow, deep, and full of attention. Picture inhaling light into the body. Picture releasing any pain, illness, or negative energy out on your exhales. Picturing light all around you and knowing that you are well. When you take a deep breath, you tell the body to relax. Slow, mindful breaths activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system's counterpart. When the breath slows, our parasympathetic nervous system in turn slows the heart, sending a relaxed message to the nerves, inspiring a rest and digest response. Shavasana, corpse pose, is a tool that we can use to slow our breathing and be more present. And begin to deepen that breath, bringing awareness back into the mind and the body. Start to wiggle the fingers, toes, circling wrists and ankles. As you deepen the breath, maybe invite the arms overhead for a long awakening stretch. And then draw the knees into the chest. Roll onto your right side. Use your right arm as a pillow to support your head. And take a couple breaths there. When you feel ready, you can move up to a comfortable seat. Crossing the legs, just as we began, rooting down through the sit bones, lengthening your spine. Closing the eyes or have them at a soft gaze. And then let's sweep our arms overhead. Bring the palms to touch and draw down. Gratitude for being on our mats this morning. Have the tips of the thumbs rest against the heart center and bow your head softly. Recall the intention that you set. Thank yourself for coming onto your mat. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Sealing the practice with one Om. Take a full inhale and exhale it out to clear out the breath. And then inhale. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you all for your energy this morning, and it's a good connection. Our friends at home, thank you for joining us. If anyone wants to see their neighbors. Oh, Deb, I just saw your hand raised. Sorry. Little late, I guess. Sorry about that. Everything okay? Good, good. All right. See you all next week.